Hey, we're back. Back for break number 5 tonight. Endo's just finished his AFL, so we're good to go with cricket. Let's just get rid of the background noise. Now, unlike the last 2 nights, Facebook has connected to it for us tonight with the cricket break. So we're streaming on YouTube and our group breaks page on Facebook. I've got our chat here combined so I can see both. But if I start talking to someone and you can't work out what I'm doing, that's probably because I'm looking at the other chat. Good. Now we've got a full case break tonight, plus a box of priority. So we're going to get stuck into that. You've got the team list just below me here. I didn't see any trades, I don't think. There's a little bit of discussion, but no confirmed trades. Just shoot me a message in the chat if I've missed something. And we should be good to go. So full sealed case. And we'll finish with the box of priority, which is distinguishable by the priority logo hologram there on the side. But before we get to that, let's break a full case. Now case card 2 will go in here and be randomised. If there's any teams without a numbered hit, they'd go into a draw with it. Although over a case, I'd be surprised if there was not a numbered hit for every team. And if ever a team's got a numbered hit, we just randomise it between everybody. And the case card in this case is an Alex Blackwell, retirements. Serial numbered 23 of 50. Very nice. Hard to hold it with my left hand. Alright. Let's get stuck in. Plenty of boxes. Make sure I don't open that priority without realising halfway through. How's it going? G'day Jono, Jeff on Facebook. Away we go. So most of our pre-orders have all been gone out, packed or leaving tomorrow. If you did pre-order and you haven't got an email yet with the tracking, that probably just means that you've been in one of these breaks. They've all been sorted. The last 2 nights were the breaks all sorted, and it just means that we're likely looking to put your break cards in with your box or box and album or whatever you've ordered for pre-orders. So don't panic if you haven't got any email yet. Meg Lanning, T20 for the ladies. Delissa Kimmins, Brisbane Heat. Chris Lynn's our first star tune for the Heat. And Taylor. WBBL Thunder. And Belinda and Taylor. These are the 2. Vakariwa, Valamnik. They're the 2 that I usually refer to as Belinda and Taylor during the break. And they've just happened to come out straight out of the gate. There's our redemption for this year's winners of the celebration cards. Valani, Melbourne Stars. G'day Kurt. Lee, you're back again. Daniel Sams, club hero for the Thunder. Sutherland Stars. Hey Kurt, if you ordered yesterday, they should still leave tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a big day, making sure any of the new orders that have come through have gone out, but we're pretty hopeful that they'll all get out. Jess Jonathan, Heather Graham. Also, just to point out too, Sunday, tomorrow, our pre-order offer, pre-orders prices and everything end. So tomorrow morning at some stage, our boxes will revert back to the actual retail price. Jess Duffin, So if you were considering a box, definitely grab it before tomorrow morning. Burns, well, you can still get it after tomorrow morning. It'll just be a fraction more expensive. Black Street Art, Barnsby for the Scorchers. Piparo. Silver Street Art, Taylor. And Adam Zampa. Darcy Short, Club Hero, Hurricanes. Sutherland. Lizelle Lee, high score. Healy. Oh, they're just singles. Okay. Shouldn't be a problem. And there's our young gun for the box. Matthew Gilks. Thunder. Steve Smith test. Parallel. Lizelle Lee. There's the other one. Total runs that time. Amelia Kerr for the Brisbane Heat. Strano. T20 World Cup champs. Megan Schutt. Lloyd Pope for the Sixers. Street Art Silver. Wellington. Elise Perry. Total runs. Zampa Parallel. David Miller, Hobart. Kane Richardson. Kawaja. The Thunder. That's our Ruby. Hinchcliffe, Melbourne Stars. Dave Warner. Our captain for the box, Sophie Devine. Scorchers. Taylor. Parallel. Three packs left, first box. Sarah Coit. Top 10. Georgia Wareham. Aaron Burns, star tune for the Sixers. Ashton Agar. Last pack, first box. Lizelle Lee, Club Hero. David Warner for the test team. So our Ruby in box 1. There's Sam Bates parallel there too. First Ruby is Amanda Jade Wellington. Adelaide. Number 11 of 40. We are underway. Box 2, Chris Lynn, Startoon. Deja Vu. Steve Smith. Taylor Vlamink. Alright. Thanks, Matt. See if I remember that next time I find her. Aaron Burns. Startoon. Corinne Hall. Or Taylor, it's fine. BBL06 Scorches. Megan Schutt. Jonathan Wells, Club Hero for the Strikers. Tim Payne, Test Team. Jilks. There's our Ruby for the second box. Jilks, I'm not going to remember. Just Jilks. Jess Duffin, top 10. James Pearson. Brisbane. Silver Street Art, Josh Inglis. John Wells. Elise Perry, top 10. Mitchell Stark, parallel for the Test Team. Bo Webster, Club Hero. Jai Richardson. Young Gun, Flintoff. Tess Flintoff. Melbourne Stars. There's a Rachel Haynes parallel for the Thunder there as well. Really like the Young Guns in hand. Hey, Jacinta, we'll get to that shortly. We'll go over that as we're opening it. Adam Zampa for the Aussie team. Silver Street Art. Elise Perry, parallel. Lizelle Lee, total runs, top 10. Mitchell Marsh. Carey for the T20 cards. Beth Mooney. Jonathan. Nathan Lyon in his Sixers gear. David Miller, top 10. James Pattinson. Test. Our first green authentic is Labuschagne for the Brisbane Heat. Kane Richardson, parallel. Stellenberg, Thunder, Silver Street Art. Carey, Hurricanes. Lizelle Lee, Alex Ross. Captain, Elise Perry. Stoinis, parallel. Shiva. Jai Richardson for the Scorchers. Our black street art is Lloyd Pope. Stoinis. Loose bus change, hey? Don't know what I've done here. Everything fit quite perfectly last 2 nights. 3 packs left, second box. They are Sarah Coit, top 10. Philippe. Philippe. And again, Club Hero this time. Susie Bates. And Sixers, BBL 09. Grace Harris. Ruby in box 2. Molyneux, silver or parallel. Aaron Finch, 1 day squad. So we'll keep that one to the side. It will get randomized. Number was 13. Next box. Healy, top 10. Bo Webster, parallel. Nicole Bolton, Startoon. Peter Siddle for the Strikers. Daniel Sams, Club Hero. Jai Richardson, parallel. WBBL Heat. Glenn Maxwell. Jess Jonathan, Club Hero. Hannah Darlington, Thunder. Siddle, top 10. 19 wickets. Checklist. Black Street Art, Holly Furling for the Stars. Talia McGrath for the Aussie women. Amanda Jade Wellington, Silver Street Art. Glenn Maxwell. Mitchell Marsh. Noticed on some cards they're calling him Mitchell Marsh, and on the others they're calling him Mitch Marsh. So, well, there you go. There's another Mitchell. But I think his Scorchers card said Mitch. So I'm not sure what made them decide which one was for which. For the Mitch. Darcy Short, Club Hero. Sophie Molyneux. Elise Perry. Maitland Brown. Josh Philippe. Young Guns, White, and a Nathan Lyon test parallel. Rachel Haynes. McAllister Wright. Marcus Stoinis. Top 10, Alana King. BBL sign off on the team reading. But that one is a BBL card. So BBL parallel and BBL top 10. So I'm responding to the YouTube comment for those on Facebook. So even that's different. Molly Strano, Street Art Silver. Matthew Wade for the Hurricanes. Jonathan, top 10. Glenn Maxwell, parallel. Nicole Bolton. Max Bryant, Silver Street Art for the Heat. Ashley Gardner. There's our Ruby. Our captain, Glenn Maxwell, Melbourne Stars. Swepson for the Heat, parallel. Lizelle Lee, Club Hero. Weatherald, parallel. Chris Lynn, Startoon. Did have a Chris Lynn before. Darcy Short. Chris Morris, top 10 for the Thunder. Billy Stanlake. Last pack of the third box has a BBL 07 Strikers and a Daniel Sams parallel. And the Ruby, Kane Richardson is the parallel. The Ruby is Marcus Harris for the test spot, which is Keza. Picks up the Marcus Harris, number 3 of 40. 3 of 40. Here we go. Box 4. Straight off the bat, a Black Street Art Sam Harper for the Renegades. Ashton Turner. Duffin, Club Hero. Stoinis for the T20 squad, that is. Mitchell Marsh. Phoebe Litchfield, Thunder. Megan Schutt, Parallel Checklist. Josh Inglis, Silver Street Art. Susie Bates. Another street art. Adam Zampa for the Aussie team. Mitchell Stark. Siddle, Strikers, top 10. Grace Harris. Brisbane. Also Brisbane. Jess Jonathan, top 10. Georgia Wareham. Sophie Devine, Club Hero. Strikers. Josh Philippe. That's our Ruby. Renegades, BBL 08. Jai Richardson. Nicole Bolton, Startoon. Strano for the Renegades. Stoinis, top 10. Mitchell Stark. Wareham, Georgia. Elise Perry. Another green authentic. It is Aaron Finch for the Renegades. And Molyneux, also the Renegades. Stellenberg, street art, silver. Corinne Hall. Captain Finch. Meg Lanning. Alyssa Healy, top 10 for the Sixers. Also a Nathan Lyon. Georgia Wareham. Startoon, Renegades. Stoinis. Seems like a bit of a Renegades box. We had the black street art, the captain, the green authentic, Startoon. Everything's Renegades in this box. Jai Richardson, Club Hero. Piper Cleary. Chris Morris, top 10. Perry. Parallel. Final 3 packs. Sixers, WBBL 3. Jess Jonathan. Our young gun, Tennille Pescal. Perth Scorchers is Alex Ross. Parallel. Scorchers pick up the white young gun. And last pack of the 4th box. Cap. Sixers and Talia McGrath. Parallel. And the ruby in that box. Is a Matthew Wade Test parallel. And our ruby is for the Hurricanes, Taylor. Number 24 of 40. Not quite so far in terms of signatures. No signatures yet. In fact, no black young guns either. Slow start for the numbered stuff. Kawaja, Startoon. Nessa. Meg Lanning, top 10. Meredith. Silver. Gardner. Street Art. Sixers. Nick Maddinson. Beth Mooney. Adam Zampa. Chris Lynn, top 10. Matthew Kelly. Celebration, ICC World Cup card. Darcy Short. Oh, that could be our first signature. Put that to the side. Holly Furling, Melbourne Stars, Street Art. Chris Lynn. Zampa top 10. Sean Marsh for the Renegades. Captain Hobart, Corinne Hall. Matt Short parallel for the Strikers. Black Street Art also for Hobart. Hobart getting the treatment that the Renegades got last box. Riley Meredith, Black Street Art. And Kawaja, Test parallel. Jai Richardson, Club Hero. Darcy Short, parallel. Georgia, Wareham. Startoon. Ben Laughlin. Scorchers, BBL 04. Ben McDermott. Sophie Devine. Chris Green. Aaron Finch, top 10. Chris Tremaine, Thunder. That's our Ruby. Alex Hales for the Thunder. Ben Dunk, Stars. Another Hobart card. Riley Meredith, that's the silver version this time. Delissa Kimmins. BBL 01, Sydney Sixers. Mitchell Marsh, parallel. Belinda, top 10. Ashton Turner. Jess Duffin, Club Hero for the Renegades. Labuschagne, Test, parallel. Our white young gun is for the Renegades. Josie Dooley. And also a Marcus Harris parallel. Last pack. Halfway through the case, we have a Cap Club Hero and a Meg Lanning parallel. So a Ruby from that box. Jordan Silk parallel. The Ruby was exciting. Checklist. So just like the 1 day in T20 cards, that's one we'll randomize. It is 13 of 40. For the record, Ruby checklist. It's the first checklist. It's got all the test teams on it. Alright, second half. Talia McGrath. Swepson. BBL 02 Brisbane Heat. James Pearson. BBL 09 Sixers. Weatherald. Strikers. Yo, Clayton. How's it going? Renshaw. Billy Stanlake. Darlington Club Hero. John Wells. Alex Hales. Thunder Top 10. And Daniel Sams. Jade Wellington. Amanda Jade Wellington. Jai Richardson. Georgia Prestwidge Black Street Art. Jai Richardson. Cards are coming into Tari. They should do. Clayton, you should be able to find them in Tari. I know, especially Caltex has really come on board quite strong. So if you've got a Caltex in Tari, I'd be checking them out some stage later this week. Belinda, Club Hero. Talia McGrath. Otherwise, obviously, your local newsagents. If it's a newsagent that usually stocks stuff like NRL trade, if you're in Tari, so you're in New South Wales, so NRL traders or then they quite likely will have this as well. Nathan Ellis, Hurricanes Young Gun. Mitchell Marsh, Test Parallel. Zampa, Top 10 for the Stars. Rachel Haynes, Thunder. Meg Lanning. Maitland Brown. Molyneux. Mitch, see? There's a Mitch instead of Mitchell. Mitch Marsh on that one. Jonathan. Matt Wade for the Hurricanes. Thanks, Clayton. Yes, Ampol. I saw Ampol's making a comeback. That's like Chris Lynn. I remember Ampol's quite regularly everywhere when I was a kid. Glenn Maxwell. Molly Strano, Silver Street Art for the Renegades. Beth Mooney. Oh, yes. Another signature. There's 2 signatures. Belinda, top 10. James Pattinson, Test Parallel. Max Bryant, Silver Street Art. Darcy Short for the One Day team. Our captain is Chris Lynn, Brisbane Heat. Pick up the captain card. Stephen Smith for the One Day lot. There's our Ruby for the box with 3 packets left. Marcus Stoinis, Club Hero. Megan Schutt for the Australian women. Kawaja, Startoon. Nicola Carey, Parallel. And Aaron Finch, top 10, with a Tim Payne Aussie Test Parallel. Kane Richardson, Renegades Parallel. Our Ruby in box 6. Looks like a wicketkeeper. No, it's just batting gloves. Marcus Harris, Renegades. Number 39 of 40. Renegades Dan. Molyneux, Street Art. Zampa. Aaron Burns, Startoon. Finch. Sams, Thunder Club Hero. Kimmins, Australian Women. 016s. Ben McDermott. Jonathan, Club Hero. Pat Cummins, Test. Black Street Art. Ashley Gardner for the Sydney Sixers. Labuschagne, Test Parallel. Yeah, Clayton, you can just go off the website. There should be a link under this video if you're watching this. You're on YouTube. Straight to our website. And like I said earlier, if it's tonight, Harris Rauf, top 10, it's still the pre-order price. Sam Harper, which is about $15 below the retail price per box. Sam's. Harris, Marcus Harris, Renegades. Gemma Barsby, Scorchers. Rachel Haynes. It's getting a bit crowded. Getting crowdedly. Rachel Haynes. Riley Meredith. Darcy Short, club hero. Seb Gotch. Young Guns, Merlot, Melbourne Stars. Josh Inglis, parallel. Scorchers. Meg Lanning, top 10. And Matthew Kelly. Scorchers. Darcy Short, top 10. Enriquez, parallel for the Sixers. Celebration card. Josh Hazelwood. Divine, strikers. Jonathan, Australian women. Ruby. Hey, green, authentic. Alyssa Healy. Hazelwood test parallel. Alyssa Healy. There's a tiny little bit of whiting on that bottom corner, you see? Point that out. Not too bad. Chris Green, street art. Labuschagne for the Brisbane Heat. Matt Wade, Startoon. Chris Lynn. Enriquez, captain, Sixers. Michael Nessa, parallel for the Strikers. '04 Brisbane Heat, WBBL. Ben Dunk. Last two, we have a Lizelle Lee club hero, a Ben McDermott parallel for the T20 squad, and a Josh Felipe top 10, Chris Green parallel Thunder. A Daniel Hughes, Sixers parallel. And the Ruby, Phoebe Litchfield, Sydney Thunder. There's one for Lee. Number is 19 of 40 on the Litchfield. Grab a new pack of sleeves because they're about to end. How are we travelling? 3 more boxes here, and then we've got our priority box. Box 8 of the case. Group turn. Matt Short. Stoinis. Ashton Turner. Shiva. Glenn Maxwell. Matt Wade, top 10. Darlington. Strano, top 10. Short. '06 Scorchers BBL. Foil checklist. Webster Hero. Kawaja Test Team. G'day Darth. Our first black young gun. Felipe. Club Hero. Glenn Maxwell. Zampa. Aussie Men. Black Street Art. Molyneux. John Wells. Nathan Lyon. Holly Furling. Silver. Street Art. Ben Laughlin. Elise Perry. Nick Maddinson for the Stars. Street Art. Riley Meredith. Meg Lanning. Carey. Bo Webster. Mooney, top 10. Mitchell Marsh. Young Gun Strikers, Alex Price. White Young Gun. Sean Marsh, parallel. Ashley Gardner. McAllister Wright, Hurricanes. Tom Curran. Top 10 wickets. Alana King. Captain Susie Bates for the Strikers. And also for the Strikers, Peter Siddle, parallel. What is that? Oh. Jonathan Wells, Club Hero. Chris Tremaine. That's our Ruby. With 2 packets left in this box. 07 Strikers team card. Darcy Short. And a Star Toon, Glenn Maxwell for the Stars. Ashley Gardner, parallel. Nicole Bolton, Scorchers, parallel. And the Ruby is for the Melbourne Stars. Nathan Coulter-Nile. Melbourne Stars. Hamish picks up that Ruby. Number 39. Box 9. Webster. Ahmed. Sam's top 10. Ashton Agar. Scorchers. Alyssa Healy. Dwarshus. Parallel for the Sixers. Wes Agar. Silver Street Art. Hilton Cartwright. Sam Harper, Silver Street Art. Max Bryant. Harris Rauf. Nathan Ellis. Meg Lanning, top 10. Wes Agar, parallel. That's our Ruby for the box. Jonathan Wells. Dan Christian. Group Star Toon. Callum Ferguson. Scorchers 03. Joe Burns. Our Black Street Art is Chris Green. Sydney Thunder. Coulter Nile for the Stars. Sophie Devine, top 10. Aaron Finch. Green, Megan Short, Strikers. Matthew Jilks. Ashley Gardner. Travis Head. Matt Wade, Startoon. Carey, parallel. Prestwidge, Silver Street Art. Parallel checklist. I will recap everything soon, Darth. We're getting there. Ferguson, captain. Sydney Thunder. Alex Carey. Shiva, Natalie. Alyssa Healy. Darcy Short, top 10. Sam Hazlett, parallel. Felipe. Marcus Harris for the test team. 02 WBBL. And Cameron Boyce. Last two. Alana Sutherland for the Aussie women. Pick up the young gun. Jackson Bird for the Sixers. Josh Felipe, club hero. Scott Bolland. And our Ruby. Got Alex Carey parallel. Our Ruby is T20. It's another one we'll have to randomise. I think that's 3 we've got now. Let's go random draw for everybody. Marcus Stoinis, number 12 of 40. Parallel towers getting quite high there. Box 10. So in theory, we should get at least get a black young gun in this box. John Wells, because we've only got one so far. Josh Inglis. Molly Strano. Sean Abbott, parallel. Maxwell, Startoon. Pat Cummins. 05 BBL Thunder. Sam Harper. WBBL 05 Brisbane Heat. Ashley Gardner. Renshaw, club hero for the Heat. Travis Head, Aussie Test. Hannah Darlington. Rachel Haynes. Beth Mooney, top 10. Aaron Finch. Renegades. Barsby. Silver Street Art. Faulkner. Black Street Art. Amanda Jade Wellington for the Strikers. Seb Gotch. Belinda Hobart. Labuschagne, parallel. Our white young gun is Max Bryant. Brisbane Heat. Cameron Bancroft, Scorchers, parallel. Max Bryant. Kimmins. Joe Burns. Aaron Burns. Enriquez. Marcus Stoinis, top 10. Alex Carey, Strikers. That, I think, is... Yes. That's our other black young gun. And just a few packs left down here. Molyneux, Aussie Women, Street Art. Josh Hazelwood. Tom Curran, top 10 for the Sixers. Jonathan. Chris Green, Thunder. Doggett, Thunder. Captain. Meg Lanning. Another one for the Aussie Women. Aaron Finch. Finchy. That's our Ruby. Last 3 packs, and we're going to reveal all these, and then we'll bust our priority box. We've got a Marcus Stoinis, Ben McDermott. Last 2. Startoon, Talia McGrath. Labuschagne. And a top 10 Matt Wade, Pat Cummins, Aussie Test. Our last ruby, well, it's not our last, it's our last ruby for the case. Josh Hazelwood parallel. And that ruby is Joe Burns, Brisbane Heat. Wayne's got a Heat spot. Picks up the Joe Burns, number 12 of 40. Now, our other hits. Ashton Agar parallel. Black Young Guns. One for the Aussie women. Annabelle Sutherland, which is Greg with that spot. Annabelle Sutherland. They look great too. Number 4 of 84 on the Sutherland. Not done yet, Lee. Jordan Silk parallel for the Sixers. Our other black young gun for the Sixers, Josh Felipe. Our Sixers spot is Jono. Picks that one up. 71 of 84. Yeah, the Young Guns are my, I think, favourite in-hand cards so far. Haven't seen the priority stuff yet. There we go. What else do we have? Kane Richardson parallel. Authentic signatures. Got a couple of these. First authentic signature is, well, looks like it might be a redemption. Yes, it is. It's the Mitchell Stark Aussie Test spot. Keza picks up the Stark. That's one of the ones that's a redemption card. It's 97 of 133. And Daniel Hughes parallel. And authentic signature, Thunder, Lee. There you go. You've picked up the Rachel Haynes Sydney Thunder authentic signature. Number 74 of 133 on that one. Which brings us to Priority Edition. Our box of Priority. So what's different with Priority? Priority is from the first 40 cases of the release that was packed out. So the difference is you will not get a white young gun or black street art in the Priority box. Instead, you'll get a variation of those two cards. So you're going to get a priority version of the street art card and a priority version of the young gun, the white young gun. Everything else should be the same ratio. So you should still get a Ruby Mojo in the box. You still should have the black young guns, 2 per case or 1 in 4 boxes. Everything else, the greens, the authentic signatures, 1 in 5 boxes, all that stuff doesn't change, so you can still get all that stuff as well. It's just giving you these 2 variation cards, and they should be serial numbered to 23. So it's quite a low print run. Priority is hard to get. Our allocation, even for us, like we're the largest purchaser of trading cards of cricket. We certainly bought a lot more than anyone else, and we still only get allocated 1 box for a case purchased. So it was very tight allocations from TLA. We couldn't get more than that. That's how they've decided to do it, which is why we're not seeing as much popping up. Like with our NRL, we had priority, and both NRL releases we did box and box combos, buy 1 standard and 1 priority box. And we just don't have enough to do that now, just because it's so tight. Now, I don't know if TLA have got extra left, or if they're going to circulate that, or if anything's going to change. We'll have to sort of wait and see. But that's where it's at the moment. So let's open this up, see how it looks. See these 2 variation cards, what they look like in hand. Beth Mooney, Chris Tremaine. We do still have that same offer on the website though, I think. So the same offer that we had to purchase 1 box per case, we do have that directly straight back on the website for anywhere else. So if you buy a case, you can buy that case combo offer. Obviously, it's not for the regular collector. You've got to be already be prepared to purchase a case is the only issue, which isn't for everybody. Tom Curran, top 10. McAllister Wright. Agar. Mitchell Marsh. Jess Duffin. Meg Lanning. One of our redemptions for this year's premiers, Darlington. That's a Ruby Mojo. Come back to that. That is clearly the priority young gun. Come back to that. Maxwell Startoon, Nicole Bolton. Strano top 10, Sean Marsh, both for the Renegades. Megan Schutt, Darcy Short. Stoinis top 10, Stars, also Nick Maddinson, same team. Cap, club hero for the Sixers, a checklist parallel. Group card, Startoon, Chris Lynn. WBBL 05 Sixers, Matt Short, Strikers. And that is a priority card as well. That is another authentic signature. Bang. Bonus. Picked up an extra signature too. Prestwidge. Jordan Silk. Captain Callum Ferguson. Ben Laughlin. John Wells, top 10. Sophie Molyneux. Molly Strano. Nathan Lyon. Sam Harper, Street Art. Bo Webster, Parallel. Last 2 packets. We have a Jai Richardson, Club Hero. A Peter Siddle, Strikers, Parallel. And to finish it off, Sophie Devine, Club Hero. Darcy Short, Parallel. Alright, so there we had. We just picked up 4 serial numbered cards in that one box. What am I doing? That's base. So there you go. That's what can happen in a priority box. 4 numbered hits. Alana King, Parallel. The Ruby Mojo in that box is for the women's team. Australian women, Ashley Gardner. Another one for Greg. Number 26 of 40. Now I'll do the signature first, just because we are going to check out the priority stuff together. Ashton Turner, Parallel for the Scorchers. Our authentic signature card. Scorchers. Ashton Turner. Jeff. Picked one up right at the end. Nice Perth Scorchers authentic. Numbered 112 of 133. Very nice. And here's our 2 priorities. So as you saw, there was no black Street Art and no white Young Gun in the box. Got a Glenn Maxwell Parallel. We pick up the priority card, Street Art. It's a Molly Strano. So it's got, it's probably hard to pick up on camera, but it's pretty clear. The patterns inside the card, once you see it up close. So it's got a little bit of a cracked ice kind of look if you follow NBA stuff. As you can see, it's pretty short, printed. Number 8 of 23 on that version of the Street Arts. So that's one of the priority cards. For the Renegades. And then Kawaja Test Parallel. And priority Young Gun is Annabelle Sutherland. And clearly, you don't have to look too hard to see the difference there. So that is our priority version. It's extremely obvious. It's got the little square kind of pattern we've seen in some of the other priority cards that have come out in the NRL release. Very nice in hand. Look fantastic. That again is the Aussie women. So Greg's done quite well with that spot tonight. It's number 9 of 23. Beautiful. Now we've got stuff to randomise here. So on top of everything that's come to your teams by default, there's going to be a bunch of other stuff. Obviously, there'll be a lot of parallels which will get spread out amongst teams. The T20 and the one-day cards. So what I'm going to do now, we're going to flip over and do the random for at least the numbered cards. First we've got to work out, was there any team that did not get a numbered hit tonight? You'd have to be pretty unlucky from 11 boxes. Let's see. So I've got all those. I've got that to randomise as well, the case card. Of course. Very nice. Okay. I'm just going to get over here to bring up random.org. Alright. Let's just eliminate teams that have got numbered hits. We'll see who's left at the end of it, if anybody. Okay, so going through the rubies. They're out. Out. Melbourne Stars. Definitely got a numbered hit. So did the Thunder. And the Renegades. If everyone's out, everyone gets put back into these randoms. So that's probably people hoping to see everyone get knocked out of this. One day. Strikers. Sixers got a black young gun. And I know the Scorcher's got a signature, so everyone's out. Alright, well, let's put them all back. Everyone's at least got one numbered hit, so everyone's going to go in these random draws. Now let's work out exactly what we're randomising. We have, what camera do I have up there? We have the case card, numbered 23 of 50 on the Alex Blackwell. And then we have 3 rubies. So there is, and we'll do them in order, card 19, 40 and 154. So Finch from the One Day team, Marcus Stoinis from the T20 team, and a ruby checklist. So we're going to randomise everybody now. Top 4 spots, we'll grab those in order. And just remember, if you are, we're still going to go back and look at who finishes with the least best. Not as good results, even once all these are added. So things like group tunes, redemptions will likely obviously go to the other spots that don't pick up the bonus cards. So let's do it. So we took it looking for the top 4. That's it, right? That's the only cards we had to do. Thunder, Renegades, Hurricanes, Test, Strikers, Sixers, Women, Scorchers, Thunder, Test, Renegades, Women. Yep, that's it. Alright, let's do this. 3 times through the randomizer. Top 4. 1, 2, and 3. Our top 4 are Melbourne, Adelaide, Melbourne Stars, Brisbane Heat. So we'll assign those 4 cards to those 4 spots. And then obviously we will assign a bunch of the other stuff and more of the parallels and everything else to the remaining 6. So I'm going to keep that list there open for me. So I don't get confused. I'll come back to that. And now we can do a quick recap of all the numbered stuff. And all the hits. Plenty of it. Alright. The 1 per box cards. I'm not going to read all the names. I'm just going to tell you the teams for your reference. The Black Street Arts. Strikers. Thunder. Aussie Men. Sixers. Brisbane. Hobart. Melbourne Renegades. Melbourne Stars. Perth Scorchers. Sydney Sixers. The captains. Thunder, Aussie women, Thunder again. Obviously we did the priority box, which is a different case, so there could be a couple of double ups there. Adelaide, Sixers, Heat, Hurricanes, Renegades, Stars, Sixers, and Scorchers for the captains. Our white young guns. Heat, Aussie women, Strikers, Stars, Hurricanes, Renegades, Scorchers, Sixers, Stars, and Thunder. 4 green Authentics, Strikers, Sixers, Renegades, Heat. And then the numbered stuff, we had the Finch, 13 of 40. Stoinis, 12 of 40. Checklist card, the first checklist card, 13. Ashley Gardner for the Aussie women, 26. Joe Burns for the Heat, 12. Coulter Nile for the Stars, 39. Litchfield, Thunder, 19. Marcus Harris, Renegades, 39. Taylor, Hobart, 24. Marcus Harris, Test Squad, 3. Amanda Jade Wellington, Strikers, 11. The 2 black young guns, Felipe and Sutherland. Sixers, Aussie women, 71 and number 4 of 84. 3 authentic signatures. We had the Mitchell Stark for the Aussie Test, 97. Rachel Haynes, 74 for the Thunder, and Ashton Turner for the Perth Scorchers, 112. And then we had the case card, which was just randomized, 23 of 50. We had the priority street art, which was number 8 of 23 for the Renegades. And the Sutherland Young Gun priority version, 9 of 23. Bang. That's it. 10 boxes and a priority box. 11 boxes all up. Big one. All of our previous cricket breaks, the 6 breaks from the last 2 nights, they've all been sorted. They're all in their teams. They're all ready to go. The people who have got box orders, if you haven't received your confirmation email yet, it just means we're waiting to try and pack it in together. Everyone else will start packaging all these bubble mailers up and getting out your break cards. On its way. Big night of breaks. That was the break 5 for the night. So everything on the website's now gone, sold out. Last week's breaks are done. New breaks will start going up probably tomorrow night, I'd say. Tomorrow's going to be flat out. Just getting stuff out and catching up. I've actually got a meeting. I forgot about that. I've got a meeting in the morning too, so we might be up pretty late tonight. But that's cool. We'll get it done. And then, so from tomorrow night, we'll start getting some new breaks. We will put some more cricket on. We might try and get some starter packs into some breaks because we haven't done that with these pre-order ones. So we'll throw a few starters in, just change it up a little bit. And we'll also get up AFL, NRL, UFC, WWE, basketball, NFL, all that sort of stuff. Plenty of options, so keep an eye on the website. And then later this week, we're looking at putting up something for to do with Black Friday stuff. So keep that in mind too as we get further into the week. Awesome. Thanks heaps, guys. Especially if you jumped on and joined us over the last 3 nights for all these cricket breaks. It's awesome. I can't wait to start seeing people bust open their own boxes that are all on their way out now. Great to see some Mail Day pictures up in the Facebook page. Our Discord channel, for those who aren't in our Discord channel chat program and you want to be. Great spot to chat all about the cards and even just the sport. So if you want to invite to that, just shoot me a message and I'll send you in the right direction. And that's it. Thanks, guys. Always appreciated. We'll see you later during the week. Cheers.